having a lovely day. So today I wanted to talk about something crazy that happened to me many years ago, and I've already spoken about this once before in one of my first videos, but I feel like it deserves a video of its own, especially because I found some pictures of the event the other day which I want to show you guys. So yeah, by the way, this isn't a clickbaity title. What my title says is exactly what happened to me when I was 8 years old. So let's start the story. Sit down, get some hot chocolate or a cup of tea or whatever, some water will be fine, and enjoy. Okay, so let's set the scene. I live in a city in England in the southwest called Bath, and Bath has recently just been voted the second safest city in the whole of the United Kingdom. So yeah, nothing ever happens here that's untoward or dangerous. It's very rare. I feel completely safe in this town, well, apart from this experience. And even more from that, I don't live in the centre of Bath. I live in a little village where the most exciting thing that happens is the annual toad migration, where toads cross from one side of the road to the other. And that is honestly the most exciting thing that happens in this town. That, or maybe the annual ugly face pulling contest that happens in the local pub. I've grown up in this village my whole entire life, like I've never lived anywhere else. I've gone to school here. There's an infant school, a junior school and a senior school, and they all are next to each other. So basically, I was in year 4, so I was 8 years old, and it was just a normal Tuesday morning. I don't know whether it was a Tuesday, my memory's not that good. I'm just gonna, for the sake of the story, it was a Tuesday morning, and I was doing my English lesson, and my friends Laura and Victoria had just attempted to stick my teacher to her chair using a Pritt stick, and suddenly the police ran in. And they were like the proper police, not like PC Paul and Michael, the local bobbies, the actual full-on Bath police. And it was very rare that you see these police out. And they were probably extremely excited because they probably haven't been out of the office for about 17 years. So they all ran into our classroom, and obviously they didn't want to alarm like 8-year-olds. So they went up to the teacher and whispered, and her eyes were like, and they quickly all ushered us out the classroom. We were like, what's going on? I was just in the middle of reading my Horrid Henry book, and you've just interrupted me very rudely, so there better be a good explanation for this interference. So anyway, they took us outside. Just to set the scene even more, this was the hottest day of the year. It was mid-June? June-ish? It was June, so it was hot for England's standards. And we were all in our full school uniforms, so we were wearing our jumpers and our trousers and our t-shirts, because I wasn't a girly girl, I hated wearing the dresses. So I was like sweltering, it was bloody boiling, and we had to stand in a line in the playground for ages, and the whole entire school got evacuated and lined up, and they would not tell us what was happening. Then they moved us all to this park that's close by, and we were greeted by the infant school and the senior school, so every single child in my village was in the park. That's when they told us they had found bombs planted in each of our schools. And in particular, the bomb had been planted under my classroom, because our classroom was raised on like stilts. We used to hide under there during hide and seek until someone found like drugs under there once. And so we were evacuated into this park, and then came the police, the bomb squad, the fire engines, the ambulances, not that anyone had died, but I mean just take precautions just in case someone dropped down dead. And we had to sit in this field for 6 hours, and it was so warm, and all our food was still at school, so we had no food. And so the whole entire village were out making us like sandwiches and bringing us food. So it was like quite a nice day. In looking back, it was quite a nice community day, even though there was a threat of the whole village exploding. Everyone seemed to be getting on with each other, which was very nice. Anyway, we couldn't do any playing because it was too hot. So we had to sit under this massive tree. Basically there was like 500 of us crammed under this tree, and I was like in the tree because there was a hole, so I was like in the tree. Then the bomb squad came to visit us again, and they all ran in and were like, move, get away from the tree, get away from the tree. So we were all like screaming and running for our lives, because apparently this bomber, the guy that had placed the bombs in our school, had also thought ahead. Now, I'm not praising him on the fact that he wanted to kill us all, but he is very smart to think. He did have a good plan in his head. He did want to cause some damage. He had placed bombs in this tree. He obviously knew we would have to sit under it because we would have been all too hot. So yeah, the second near-death experience of the day. Basically what had happened was this man that lived on one of the rough streets of the village, he had been making homemade bombs. They raided his house and he had been hiding like hundreds of bombs in his walls. He had some sort of personal vendetta against children. I don't really know why. I don't know what his motivation was, but he obviously wasn't a fan of children. So he had planted bombs in the senior school, the junior school, the infant school, the park, and I think he placed it in some of the local shops as well. And so yeah, the big bomb squad came, took all the bombs away, and arrested this guy. So that's how I almost died twice in one day. That is the end of the story. And here's some pictures, okay? So here's the picture that the school posted up everywhere outside when we were in the field, and they didn't obviously have a phone because this was like before mobile phones and stuff. So the parents had to come to school at the end of the day and be like, where are my children? So this was the letter that they put up outside the school. So just take your time to read that. You know? Okay, I've given you enough time. You can pause it if you want to read it. I should have thought of that in the first place instead of humming. And here is a picture of the bomb squad outside our school. And here is a picture of a bomb disposal guy with the bag of bombs that they gathered from around the village. So yeah, let me know in the comments if anything like this has ever happened to you. I mean, I'm sure it's not a very common thing, but it happens. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to check out Chantel's new channel, which will be in the description. Have a lovely week, everyone. I will see you soon. Bye!